Hey game developers, Bilal here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to create a scalable UI, or basically change your UI canvas to be something that will scale no matter what the resolution is. So over here in the hierarchy here, I'm going to create a new canvas, and I'm just going to go ahead and create some arbitrary stuff here. So I'll make a panel. I'll go into scene to kind of make this editable. I'll hit 2D. Okay, and I'll use Shift and Alt to kind of scale this down a bit. Yeah, and that's a fine size. And it's gonna look ugly, so I'll just toss in some buttons and stuff here, right? So UI button, and I'll make this kind of down here. And I'll duplicate it, do that again, and have a non-uniform spacing. So, yeah, we have 3 buttons in the bottom left, and I'll put something just kind of on the side here to illustrate that this should work for anything. So I'll make a slider. Yeah, let's just put 2 sliders here. And yeah, so, I don't know, I'll put a title as well here. Font size big. Center it. Okay. Alright, so yeah, now I have this UI that is unpolished, and I just want to make sure that when I drag around the window, it doesn't mess everything up. Like, see that? See how that kind of goes through? Well, one way to fix that to begin with is I can grab these sliders and then say, obviously I want them to be anchored to the left so that they don't do that. But notice how, like, now, well, my UI gets very small, but my buttons are the same size. And what if somebody's playing this on their watch, right? Right. No, but in all seriousness, you want the buttons to be smaller if so that people can actually click them, so that it's kind of the same no matter what resolution you're on. So a way to do that is you hit the canvas here, and on our UI scale mode, instead of saying pixel size or constant physical size, we can say scale with screen size, right? And I'll readjust the stuff here, so you'll want to make sure you get that setting first so that you don't have to readjust things the way you want them to be. Okay, and now things are as I want them. I'll put the text up here anchored just because, but it shouldn't really matter because when you have this setting on, everything should end up in the same place because of this scaling with screen size, right? And then you also have a couple more options, right? So over here, it starts at width. You might want it to like match. I usually say 0.5, right? Because it matches like halfway between the width of the screen and the height of the screen. So that way it's kind of based on both sides. Sometimes you'll see just height. It really depends on what you want and what you're looking for. And oftentimes what I'll use as a reference resolution, because it's the most common, is 1080. Or is 1920 by 1080. So you might want to consider that. And notice how everything becomes super small. So then you have that problem of readjusting again. So you'll want to make these settings right first. And I'll have some other problems like these won't appropriately scale. So stuff to consider. You'll want to first pick scale with screen size. And then you'll want to set your reference resolution, which for us in this video was 800 by 600. I recommend choosing something more common, like 1920 by 1080. So yeah, that's going to be everything for this video. If it helped you out, make sure to hit like, and if you want to see the rest of these videos and more, go ahead and hit subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Have an awesome day.